I'm so ready for spring. I am. I feel like I have massive spring fever right now. First of all, I got a haircut, or I didn't get a haircut. I gave this haircut to myself. I cut and color my own hair. I have been doing that for probably at least 9 years. I have not gone to a hair salon in probably 9 years. Before that, I would go like maybe once a year or something if I really mess things up. But I've been doing this for like 20 years, just trial and error. But anyway, I decided to cut it a lot shorter in the back, a little bit longer in the front. I'm trying to even out my layers. And then I added a lot more blonde because spring is right around the corner and I love being really, really blonde. I really like being really blonde all year round, but sometimes when I get real pale, I don't like how it looks on me. So anyway, I also have a fake tan on right now. It's actually one of my favorites. And then let's see, oh, I'm wearing this bright teal blue spring colored top. I actually got this probably about 15 years ago at Ross. Anyway, yeah, this is kind of like my version of a rain dance because I'm just so excited for spring to get here. Okay, so today's video is a favorites video, and I don't do favorites videos very often. I just I don't do them every month because I don't have favorites every month. So, but I do have a lot of favorites right now. So I was like, why have I not done one of these in a while? I have so many things that I'm just loving right now. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. Let me tell you what my favorites are. Okay, so I'm gonna start with makeup, and that's a little bit unusual for me because I don't typically rave about makeup, but I have to rave about this concealer right here. This is by Revlon, and it is the Antioxidant concealer. It's called Candid, and it is new. It's new to me. I don't think it's a new line, but they've never carried it at my grocery store that I typically shop at. So I just recently saw it, and they had a bunch of testers. So I tested them out. I actually got 2 colors. I have one that is the light medium. It's a little bit too dark for me right now, but I know that in the summer months I'm probably going to enjoy it a little bit more, especially for spot treating, maybe on my face or something. But this is the one that I'm using right now, and it's the light pale. This concealer has got to be the best concealer I have ever used in my life. First of all, it's an antioxidant concealer. Right off the bat, I was intrigued. But it is also supposed to be anti-pollutant and anti-blue light, which I found very interesting. So anyway, it's like a skincare and concealer in a tube, you know, but this stuff works phenomenally. Now this is a light pale, and I just want to show you real fast. You know, it comes with one of these little doe feet. It comes with like a little doe foot. I guess that's what it's called. Anyway, at first it looks quite yellow, but that really helps to just cancel out like discoloration and stuff that you have under your eyes. I don't have a ton of discoloration, but the discoloration that I do have, it literally just kind of disappears with this. Anyway, on top of it, oh my gosh, so I have mature 45-year-old skin. And like I said, I don't typically rave about a concealer because most of the time I'm just like, all right, it's just like the last one that I used, you know? But this one is unbelievable. I feel like it is so forgiving, especially it doesn't like get into your creases and all that stuff. But I think that this is a perfect concealer for mature eyes. This has been the best, hands down, best concealer I've ever used under my eyes, ever, up until this point. I've used some concealers that I've liked before and that I've kind of reached for over others, but this one pretty much trumps them all. I'm just so in love with this concealer right now. I can't even imagine, you know, wanting to try anything else. So anyway, that is my first favorite. So the second favorite kind of goes along with the first, and it is the Revlon Candid foundation. I'm in love with this foundation right now. The hardest thing for me with this foundation was finding a color that matched. And like I said, this is the first time, like at my grocery store, they have all these testers and stuff, which they do not typically offer in grocery stores. And still, as I was trying on all the colors, I was having a hard time matching my skin tone. I finally found one. I had another one that was a little bit lighter, and it was the creme brulee. It was too light for me. But this one is called Tawny. And I feel like it's perfect, especially with my self-tanner. I feel like it's a little bit lighter than my self-tanner. So maybe during the summer months, I might go a little bit darker. But again, I just love the finish. I love that it's anti-pollutant, antioxidant, anti-blue light. And I just love the way that it stays on my skin. Now I feel like the concealer has a little bit more staying power than the foundation. Just a little bit, because I can tell like at the end of the day that it's a little bit rubbed off kind of right here in my cheek area. I don't know if I rub my cheeks more than any other part of my face or what, but anyway, the concealer is just, I mean, on there for good. But anyway, I love both of them and they have just quickly become my favorites. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stick with makeup. I have finally found a new lip liner, believe it or not, because I've always used the NYX Mauve, and I definitely like that, especially when I'm going for a real natural look, because I have naturally very pink, pigmented lips, and so that color matches perfect with the color of my lips, so I just have to throw on some chapstick and I'm done. This is when I'm going for a little bit more of a look. Like right now, I have this on, and then I have, you know, nude colors on the inside, and I kind of like that. I've always liked it to be a little bit darker on the outside and then lighter on the inside. I'm, you know, I'm a 90s girl, and I don't know, sometimes you will always, whatever year you grew up in, like in your high school years, it's kind of what you always kind of go back to. I don't know, maybe not everybody does, but I do. So anyway, this is by Maybelline, and this is called Gone Greige. I think that's how you pronounce it. 104 Gone Greige. And it's a very kind of bronzy, mauve-y look. So it's a little bit darker. It has a little bit more, you know, bronze tones to the mauve. And I really, really like that because I have very dark eyebrows, and I don't know, I don't look good in pinks or reds or peaches. I look terrible in peaches, but I look best in like mauves with like brown undertones. So anyways, this is my new favorite, and it's by Maybelline. Now, the lipstick that I have been wearing with it is also by Maybelline, and this is their Nude Lust. And it's just a nude with a little baby bit of pink undertones. I don't know if you can see that. My lipsticks get shaped so funny. I don't know, do y'all's do that? I guess I put it on the same way every single time, and all of my lipsticks are like that shape. They're so funny. And I end up having to like try to, I don't know, like round them out on the ends. Otherwise I feel like they're gonna end up breaking. But anyway, this is a very, very nude, very flesh colored nude, but it has a little bit of pink undertones, no peach. I cannot do peach. It always looks so terrible on me. So it's called Nude Lust, and it is by Maybelline, and I just love this. Now what I have been putting on top of that is the NYX, the NYX Butter Gloss. And this again is a nude, a very nude, and has a little bit of pink undertones. Yeah. I cannot stand, you know, this sounds so bad, but I don't like seeing myself put lipstick on film, and I don't like seeing other people do it. I don't know why. It's not the lipstick part, it's the, you know, that part that I'm like, oh, it just always weirds me out. But anyway, so I don't like to do it either. But look at how pretty and glossy this is, and I feel like it just matches perfect with the Maybelline Nude Lust. Anyway, those are my favorite right now. I'm really starting to get into glossy lipsticks because I don't know, they just look really pretty and make your lips look really soft, you know. Okay, so the next thing that I have, and this one is kind of funny, is this Profusion Cosmetics. It is a brow color. Anyway, the funny thing about this is that this color, this blonde color right here, is what I have been using to touch up my roots when my roots are really silver. Because right now I have maybe about that much growth on my roots, because when I highlighted my hair, I didn't do the base first. So, and I already had some grow out. So that's what I did. I put that color all over the silver, and my silver hair is like the whitest silver that you can ever imagine. It's not gray. It doesn't have any color in it whatsoever. It's just like when you look at a silver crayon, that is the color of my hair growth. So this seems to cover it just perfectly. I was so bummed because I cannot find a powder root cover-up that's blonde. There was one that I showed on my channel years ago, and they just stopped selling it at Sally's. So anyways, I tried this and it's perfect. So I use that for my hair, and then I use that for my eyebrows. So I'm getting a lot of use out of this. So they just happen to be the perfect colors for my eyebrows and hair. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to show you, and I know I've shown it in a favorites video before, years ago, and this is the Reach Whitening Pen. And it's for your teeth, it's to keep your teeth white. And I know you can buy them, I think at Walgreens for like $5 or $6, but occasionally they will have them at my dollar store. And I was just at my dollar store the other day, and they had these, so I picked up like 5, gave a couple of them to my daughter, and then I use these so much. I love them. I typically whiten my teeth with the strips probably about once every 6 months. I might do like 3 applications in a row or something like that, just to bring my teeth back to the whiteness that I really like. But between, you know, doing my teeth whitening with the strips, I use these whitening pens and I just love them so much. So all you do is you just kind of like twist it up a little bit. Oops, yeah, here. Oh no, uh-oh, that's a little bit too much. And you just, you know, brush it on your teeth like that. And then you're just good to go. Sometimes you will see it will look like your teeth get really, really white right away because of the, I don't know, bubbling action or whatever. I don't know if you can even see it from here, but I'm sure they look probably a little bit whiter right now. But anyway, and then you just go on your way. You can like, I don't typically always swallow it. Sometimes I'll just spit it out in the sink or something like that. But I think you can swallow it. So anyway, love these for in between, you know, whitening applications. Okay, the next thing that I definitely want to talk about are these, and these are used right now. I do have a new one, but it's actually already opened in the shower, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to show you. These were in my empty, so I just pulled them out of there. Now this one, you get them at Walmart. You can get them at Walmart, and I did find a link for this one, but it's in a tube form, so it's not in this package. So it's a little bit more expensive. I think it's like $7 for the tube. These are like $1.50 or $2 each or something like that at Walmart. So they're called Hi-Pro-Pac, extremely damaged hair repair, intense protein, and this one is for color treated and hair defense. Anyway, I have very, very coarse, very naturally curly hair, and it's obviously, you know, processed and bleached, and you know, I use a hot iron. I use, you know, all the heating tools that you can imagine. So I'm always looking for products to help just keep my hair really nice and conditioned. Anyway, both of these are just incredible. They leave my hair feeling so soft and so manageable. But sometimes whenever my hair is just feeling like really damaged or really brittle or something like that, like especially around the front where I can see it, I will take some of this conditioner out of this package and just put it on my hands and just rub it through my ends and stuff like that, and then I'll just sleep in it. And I feel like even that helps to just really soften up my hair and strengthen it and stuff like that. But anyway, I love these. I don't use them every time because then my hair is almost too soft, and then I can't do anything with it. It just wants to fall in a very like structured way or something like that. So I only use it maybe once a week. And I only wash my hair. I wash my hair usually every 2 days. So I'll wash my hair, I won't wash my hair, won't wash my hair, and then I'll wash my hair. You know what I mean? So there's 2 days in between that I don't wash my hair. So I'll use one of these like every other time because otherwise I don't like when my hair is too conditioned. But anyway, these are great if you have very damaged, very brittle processed hair. Okay, so the next thing that I have here is my self tanner, and this is the one that I think I showed this last year in my favorites because this is the one that I just love the best. It's for, you're supposed to put it on your body when your skin is still kind of moist. So what I do is I get out of the shower. I don't even get out of the shower. I'm still in the shower. And I kind of dab off my body with a towel. I don't totally dry it. I just kind of dab it because I still want some moisture there. And then I apply this, you know, all over my body. Now I do get out like halfway through. I know this is so silly, but I do get out to do like my upper body because I want to be very precise about it. And then I go back with some lotion and stuff and just really kind of put some extra lotion on the areas where my skin's extra dry, because if you've noticed, self-tanner typically wants to stick to those really dry areas, and then they end up getting darker, and you know, who wants that? You know, who wants darker elbows and stuff like that? So I will go back where my skin is a little bit more dry, and I'll put lotion on just to kind of spread it out so it doesn't get too dark there. Anyway, it's my favorite. It's still, you know, unfortunately, all self-tanners seem to want to cling to your dark spots. So if you have like, you know, age spots or something like that, it kind of darkens them. I've never met a self-tanner that didn't do that. It also doesn't smell great. You know, it's one of those that I usually put it on in the evening because it seems to, they never dry really fast, you know, and anyway, self-tanning is never fun, but this one seems to be the one that I like the color the best. I love that it goes on really even and it's never streaky or anything like that. So that's why I love this one best. Other than that, it has all the things that you don't like about other self-tanners that you just can't get away from for whatever reason. If you have a great recommendation for a self-tanner, one that dries really, really fast, one that does not smell bad, one that does not cling to your age spots or anything like that, please leave that recommendation in the comment section so that we can all, you know, buy it and enjoy it too. Okay, so the next thing that I have, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the lotion. I know this is so silly, it seems so silly. The Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Fragrance-Free Aloe. This has become a total staple in my life since before summer started. And I just cannot get enough of this. I feel like, so I was using the Gold Bond neck cream and stuff. Now I started to realize that whenever I would stop using it and then go back to it, my skin would be irritated. And I know it's probably because of the salicylic acid that's in that product. But, so I didn't want that because I don't feel like my neck really needs that. I feel like more than anything, our necks need just something that's really going to lock in the moisture, because I think most of us, what we don't like about our neck area is the way that it starts to look crepey. I don't know, I always pronounce that wrong, crepey. And then, and yeah, the lines, you know, the lines start to seem like they're getting deeper. I feel like this, if you wear this every day on your neck and you wear it every night over your skincare, all over your neck and chest, I even put this on my face, but I think it just kind of depends on what kind of skin you have. My skin does not clog easily or anything like that. So I will put this and I will rub my hands together real good, and then I'll just dab it all over my face to just lock everything in. And when I wake up in the morning, I can still feel, you know, this on my skin, like it just really locks everything in. Anyway, I use this every day, if I, you know, unless I'm doing a self tanner, but every day I will dab my body off and then I will spread this over my entire body. I even put it on the heels of my feet and I just put it everywhere. And this has just quickly become my absolute favorite body lotion ever. You know, unfortunately, it doesn't have any fragrance to it. And, you know, I know that I've never had a sensitivity towards fragrance. But there's so many people that say, you know, you might develop it and this and that. So I've just started to go in the direction of fragrance free. So anyway, if you want to spend very little money and see some improvement in the condition of the skin on your neck, you've got to get something that has a lot of occlusive agents that's just going to lock everything in and keep it very moisturized, period. You know, that's just what you got to do. Oh, it's also perfect for your cuticles. If your fingernails are like looking peely, or if your cuticles are looking real dry or something, smother this all over your fingers before you go to bed, and in the morning your fingernails and everything will look really nice. And the last thing that I have here is this vanilla body spray. It is from Walmart. It is the Body Fantasies, and I am just a vanilla girl. I love anything and everything vanilla. I just do. And you know what? I'll tell you one thing. This is like $5. Look at how much you get, and it's just a body spray. So anyway, I have one in my house. I keep one in my car. Before I go into any store, before I go volunteer at the school, I always spray this all over myself. And I kid you not, I always get told that I smell so good. Just the other day, I was standing in front of a lady at Ulta, and she was like, "You smell so good. What are you wearing?" And I'm like, "It's just, you know, a body spray from Walmart, just Body Fantasies, the vanilla." And I have smelled some vanilla body sprays that I'm like, that doesn't even smell like vanilla. But this is a very strong vanilla scent. And I don't know, I just think vanilla is so feminine and so, just smells so good. Now, my kids love it whenever I wear the cotton candy one. They're always like, "What's that smell? It smells like candy," because it really does smell like candy. So anyway, I typically just buy this one and the cotton candy one. I feel like the cotton candy one, if you have sensitivities to fragrance or something like that, that one might be a little bit too strong, that, you know, it's very cotton candy smelling. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Also, if you have a favorite, anything that you're kind of loving at the moment, I would love it if you would leave that in my comment section. I always pick up suggestions from you guys, and they end up being some of my absolute favorites. So anyway, it's Friday night. Hopefully, you know, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm going to be having some wine tonight. So if you're having some wine tonight too, or whatever your, you know, drink of choice is, then go ahead and give me like a little virtual cheers in the air, and we'll just celebrate the weekend together. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.